for your games. Checking out today, Heroes for Sale. This is a Cosmos game by Christian Kudal, the guy who had the original idea for Mindbug, and part of the 4-person team, including Richard Garfield and his longtime Three Donkeys partner, and the guy with the podcast. Can't recall his name right now. But yeah, this game is actually, as you can see, that looks like some German or something. It's not even released in the US right now, but some nice folks on btg.com came with the translation, so as soon as I learned about this one, I had to have it. So 2023 Cosmos, Heroes for Sale. Like, it's a lot like Mindbug, but you got a like, of course, an economy thing to it because the heroes are for sale. And when I sleeved these, I kind of I had to print out the translation, and I used big cardboard, which was stupid, which means that like, the cards became too big for this tiny box. But anyway, let's check her out though. Keep this nice custom box though. Was a Dragon Ball box with a nice dragon, with a nice Shenron on the back, but I covered it up. Thanks, Stephen, for this box. Alright, so it comes with 2 cubes. You track your economy. You get money. And this is not health. This is the money track. So you go up to max money. You're paying for the heroes. There's 4 bases, which I'm sure are you're going to be dealt X number of cards at the beginning of the game. And let's just read it though. Alright, Heroes for Sale. Setup for each player 20 credits. This is your maximum. 7 supernatural heroes in hand, 1 empty discard pile, 4 face down bases. Don't look at the front yet. Whenever you lose a base, you pick up one of those as a new card in hand. When your 4 bases are destroyed, you immediately lose the game. If you get a new base, shuffle them. The remaining cards from one shared deck form one shared deck from which you can draw via abilities. Goal of the game: destroy all bases of the opponent. Taking turns. On your turn, you must do 2 of the following in order. Phase 1, attack. Okay, so you can attack twice, or you can bid twice, or you can just attack and bid, it looks like. Okay, you must attack with all heroes you have in play. Add up all their power. For each 5 power, the opponent loses a base, unless they send a bodyguard, i.e. a hero with the shield icon. Okay, that's what the shield is, not armor. It's a bodyguard. Alright, they have in play to their discard pile in order to block the entire attack. Okay, so just put it in the discard pile, no matter the attack or defense or whatever they have, to their discard pile in order to block the entire attack. Bodyguards can prevent the destruction of bases only during an attack. Okay. Alright, let's go to phase 2, bidding. You must play a card from your hand if your hand is empty. You must play a card from your hand if your hand is empty. You first lose a base to have a new card in hand and play it. The opponent can either let you have it for free or offer credits to steal it. Okay, that sounded like I forget the name of that game. The opponent can either let you have it for free or offer credits to steal it. If they make a bid, you can either let them have it or overbid them only once to get it. Then the player bidding the most pays the amount and puts the hero in their play area. Then it is the opponent's turn regardless. Okay, on your turn, you must do 2 things in the following order. Okay, no, you have to do, I said it wrong. You can't attack. You got to do phase 1 attack, then you must bid. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, card abilities. What is that game called? I always forget the name of this game. But anyway, card abilities: recruit. This is the triggered ability. This is the triggered This is triggered immediately after the hero comes into your play area, regardless of where it comes from. Okay, action. On each of your turns, you can activate only one action of a hero you have in play, either before phase 1 or after phase 2, or between the two phases. So you might activate the action of a hero you just played, and again on your next turn. If it has a requirement that you can't fulfill entirely, you can't activate it. Constant abilities. Always active as long as the hero's in play. Overpowering. A supernatural hero of the opponent means defeating it. Overpowering a supernatural hero of the opponent means defeating it, thus sending it to their own discard pile. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. So, 20 credits max. Okay, then I got another printout too, just to fact check that first one. Alright, the story so far: in the near future, multinational corporations play against each other, pulling the thread of world events. They seek ever more power and influence. Labs have long researched these powers to increase human potential with the help of technology and genetic manipulation. Many superhuman people and creatures were created that pushed the boundaries of what was previously thought possible. The belief that these superheroes could be controlled turned out to be a mistake. What counts most is money, credits, and everyone works for the highest bid. Aha. Alright, sounds like Vosh in the 7. Vot in the 7 in the boys. Alright, goal of the game. In Heroes for Sale, you try to destroy your opponent's bases with your superheroes. The superheroes don't just work for you though. If you play a superhero, you may need to bid on it with credits. Whoever bids the most controls the superhero. Whoever manages to destroy all the opponent's bases wins. Game preparation and setup. Shuffle the 44 superhero cards. Deal each player 7 superhero cards to their hand. Keep these secret from the other player. Each player receives 4 more cards face down. Place these cards next to each other in front of you with the back facing up. They may not be looked at yet. These 4 cards each represent your bases. Place the remaining cards face down to the side as a draw pile. These cards form the deck from which cards can be drawn if necessary. Take a credit tracker and place the marker on the 20. Okay, so you start with 20 credits. Next to your bases is your discard pile. When your cards are defeated or discarded, place them there face up. Each player has their own discard pile. Both players may look at these cards. The area above the bases is the display. This is where you play your cards, agree to one player to start the game, and decide randomly. Credit tracker. During the game, you may pay with credits. You may receive credits, or you may have to pay something to use the ability. Players can never have more than 20 credits or less than 0. When you pay credits, the other player does not receive the amount. The amount is simply deducted from your own credit tracker. To do this, place the marker on the corresponding number on the credit tracker. Yeah, this is way more detailed. Bases. You start with 4 face down bases in front of you. These cards represent your bases. If one of your bases is destroyed, you escape with the superhero and take the card of the base that was destroyed into your hand. Okay, superhero. The front of the defenders are shown. They have a shield. All superheroes have a strength and an ability. Superheroes in your player's display are controlled by that player. Abilities higher. Okay, action. Sure, we can figure that out. Permanent effects. Defeat. Gameplay. Attack. During the attack, you attack the opponent's bases with your superheroes. To do this, add up the strength of all the superheroes in play, yours. When you have calculated the combined strength value of your superheroes, the opponent may decide to fend off with a defender. If the opponent does not defend the attack, one base gets destroyed for every 5 strength. Whenever a base is destroyed, the player whose base was destroyed take that card into their hand. Any excess damage that's not enough to destroy a base is lost. E.g., with the strength of 12, 2 bases would be destroyed and 2 strength would be forfeited. Okay, defender. The opponent may decide in the attack phase whether to defend the attack with the defender. Defenders are marked with the defender symbol to defend against an attack. the defender goes to discard pile, and the destruction of all bases is prevented, and defenders may only defend against the destruction of bases during an attack. Bidding. Okay, we kind of got that from the last deal. If the opponent has made a bid of at least 1 credit, you may decide whether to make a higher bid. If you can't or don't want to bid higher, you must give the card to the opponent. The player who bid the higher amount after this 1 round of bidding deducts the corresponding amount from their credit tracker and puts the superhero into their own display. If the opponent gave you the card for free, the superhero is simply placed into your display. If the player whose turn it is has no more cards in their hand at the start of bidding, then they must destroy one of their bases, and then they get the card in their hand. Alright, yeah, that was a little more detailed. And man, I haven't even looked, but let me make sure that the rules are not in English, because the cards are not in English, so I doubt that the rules will be in English. Nope, all German or something that looks like German to me. Floggenschläger. Alright, but yeah, you know how I do. I just milk the videos, and this is already like 11 minutes, but as you can see, we'll just flip through the cards next video. All your games, like, comment, subscribe. Double Michael Burnham.